My name is Jim Leape. I'm the Director General of WWF International based near Geneva. And I won't try to reiterate all that Josh has already said about why we're here and about what the conservation challenges of Antarctica are. But let me just say a couple things. One is, why is WWF in this business? Why are we co-hosting this event? A concern for Antarctica actually runs in the DNA of our organization. We were founded by Sir Peter Scott, the son of Robert Falcon Scott, and is in fact Peter Scott who gave us the panda logo. So we have been concerned about Antarctica from the very beginning and have worked for now 4 decades to help create marine protected areas, to help better manage fisheries, to help promote conservation of that region. And similarly have a concern for the Arctic. We have members and offices in every country of the Arctic region and have long worked in that landscape. As Josh said, both poles are more threatened than ever, and it's because of climate change. And that's the one thing I want to focus on here. I hope that in this meeting, you are able to do 2 things. One is to figure out what it means to build resilience into Antarctica in the face of global warming. I mean, that is how that needs to shape our conservation agenda for this incredibly fragile region. And secondly, that you can come out of this meeting with a powerful statement to the rest of the world about what's happening to the resources of Antarctica and why people should care about that. Because what's happening here has implications for every other part of the world and foreshadows what will come in every other part of the world. And it would be a powerful thing for this group to speak to those issues. But actually more important than any of that is what you do when you go home. We just last week completed yet another round of the negotiations for the UN Climate Convention, negotiations for a successor to the Kyoto Protocol. And one thing in those negotiations is very clear. We will not meet the climate challenge if it is only the province of environment ministers. And that's not a criticism of environment ministers, but this is the biggest challenge we have ever faced. And it has to become a priority, a passion for fisheries ministers and agriculture ministers and finance ministers and foreign affairs ministers and for heads of state. And you, as the people who know best what's happening in Antarctica, need to go home and be champions for climate action in your own governments, because we only meet this challenge if your head of state understands what we're up against and feels the urgency of moving. It's a hard challenge to meet. We can meet it, but only if we get to that level. So I hope you will do great work over the next few days and that you will go home committed to moving your government on the path to a new climate agreement in December. Thank you.